This is the iRig Stream Mic Pro, a deceptively tiny wee microphone that's packed full of features that make it a tantalizing proposition for streamers, podcasters, and mobile musicians in particular. IK Multimedia describe it as the one mic to connect it all. And hype aside, they might just be right. Going for around €170 / £180 / $170, the iRig Stream Mic Pro might be one of the most flexible microphones I've ever come across. Despite its focus on portability and what it says on the box, the iRig Stream Mic Pro is also compatible with Mac, PC and Android devices as well. Providing 24-bit 96kHz quality audio and sporting multiple polar patterns, a built-in filter, loopback functionality and a 3.5mm stereo input, this really positions itself, on paper anyway, as a proper Swiss Army knife microphone thing. Anyway, let's take a closer look. Inside the box, you get the microphone itself. It comes attached to this lovely premium feeling stand, a mini DIN to iOS lightning cable, a 1/4" thread adapter, and a mini DIN to USB-C cable. First thing you'll notice is just how nice this stand is. It's metal, weighty, and has a nice soft grippy bit on the bottom. It is worth noting here that most of the weight overall comes from the stand though. The iRig Stream Mic Pro itself is completely made of plastic and, when removed from the stand, is a lot lighter. On the back of the mic you'll find a DC power adapter that's sold separately, and the mini DIN input for the provided cables. On the bottom of the mic you'll find a 3.5mm TRS input, where you can attach keyboards, mixers, soundboards and other audio stuff to make use of the Stream Mic Pro's built-in audio interface. Next to that you have a 3.5mm headphone out. And on the front of the mic you'll find the single main control knob. IK have set this up so that you can cycle through all of the iRig Stream Mic Pro's features by clicking the knob, and you can adjust parameters by turning it. More on that a wee bit later on. Note that the mic has a built-in pop filter behind the grille there, which should in theory eliminate the need for a pop shield. We'll see how that fares later on too. Overall, a very sleek looking, very minimal little microphone. Everything on this microphone, from its multiple polar patterns to headphone output and direct monitoring mix, is controlled by this one big button. You just click on the knob to select the feature you want and then turn it to adjust it, using the blue lights around the knob as a visual indicator. By default, the knob is set to adjust the microphone input level. Clicking once will select the headphone output volume. Clicking again will select the streaming level. Next, you can use the wheel to activate or deactivate loopback. Next allows you to blend the direct or recorded audio via the headphone output. Clicking on the knob again allows you to select from the iRig Stream Mic Pro's 4 onboard polar patterns. The default cardioid pattern, which captures sounds from the front of the microphone only. IK Multimedia say this is good for vocals, gaming, streaming, podcasts, voiceovers and instruments. The omnidirectional pattern, which captures sounds from 360 degrees around the microphone. IK Multimedia say that this is good for multi-person podcasts and conference calls specifically. The bidirectional or figure 8 polar pattern, which captures sound from the front and back of the microphone only, which is really good for face-to-face interviews. And stereo, which unsurprisingly captures audio in stereo. Great for music, instruments, ensembles, ambience and nature sounds, and AMSR. Are you feeling comfortable? Click again and you can adjust the built-in high pass filter. In just a second, while I've got you, notice that the microphone will pick up any sounds when you're touching it and even when you turn that wheel. So make sure that you're pressing and you couldn't hear what I was saying there, that's silly. Press and hold the knob to mute the microphone. So if you were live streaming and you wanted to change some of these parameters, you'd be better off. That is a lot of functionality packed into just one control, and I think the mic just about gets away with it. It's on the cusp of having just too much stuff being controlled by one single knob. It is manageable, though having to click through multiple times to get from the headphone volume control to adjust the high pass filter, for example, is a wee bit annoying. Not least because the mic picks up every single click and even the turn of the knob. I think that's just the price it pays for being a fully plastic construction. Regardless of what platform you create on, the iRig Stream Mic Pro comes with some free software that'll work on it. iPhone and iPad users can access IK Multimedia's iRig Recorder 3 LE app, while iPad users specifically can access Mixbox CS, the light version of IK's excellent multi-effects app. Mac and PC users can grab the desktop equivalent of that, Mixbox SE. So that's everything that comes with the mic and how it works. How does it sound then? iRig Stream Mic Pro. iRig Stream Mic Pro. iRig Stream Mic Pro. iRig Stream Mic Pro. Alright, I think this mic really shines as part of a mobile setup, especially if you like to record music or content directly to your iPhone or a lightning-based iPad. The included lightning cable means you can hook the iRig Stream Mic Pro directly up to your iPhone or iPad and start recording with no extra power. If you've ever tried to set up a lightning-based device with an audio interface and a condenser microphone that requires 48-volt phantom power before, you'll know how much of a headache adding that extra power via a USB hub or plugging it into the mains via the Apple camera adapter really is. Not only that, it really limits your portability, which kind of defeats the point of using your iPhone or iPad anyway, right? This mic takes away all of that hassle. It's equally as good for USB-based iPads too, again, removing the need for an audio interface altogether. From a musician standpoint, the iRig Stream Mic Pro might be a little less useful as part of a desktop setup, unless you want to keep things as simple as possible. You will get better sound quality probably from an audio interface and separate condenser microphone. If you plan to live stream on any platform though and want to keep things as straightforward as possible, this is an absolute no-brainer. The fact that all of your controls are right at your fingertips and the added bonus of loopback functionality makes this an ideal lightweight live stream machine. I'm not so keen on how it deals with plosives, however. Despite having the built-in windshield, it really doesn't deal with those plosives very well. So you'll need to use either a pop shield if you plan to get up close to the mic, or have it sitting a bit further away from you, which isn't great if you're working in a room that isn't particularly well treated, honestly, although the included polar patterns that come with this microphone can help negate that a little bit. Only other niggle for me is the build quality. It is fully made of plastic. The stand it comes with is very nice. The microphone itself is plastic, so your mileage may vary in terms of how long this thing will last you if you tend to be a bit rough and ready with your audio recording equipment. Personally, I didn't have any issues while testing, but yeah, just bear that in mind. Overall though, this is a decent bit of kit, especially for mobile musicians and those of you who like to do a spot of live streaming. It's even really good for creating content for other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, if you're into that sort of thing. Incidentally, if you'd like to see a middle-aged man make a fool of himself on TikTok regularly, the link to my profile is down in the description. That is the IK Multimedia iRig Stream Mic Pro. Who names these things, honestly? Let me know your thoughts on this microphone down in the comments. Let me know if it tickles your fancy. If you do want to grab one, you'll find a link to it in the description. It won't cost you any extra to buy through that link, but it does help me out a little bit. So yeah, cheers for that. And if you want to check out even more excellent music making gear, watch this playlist next.